In a way, Under the Star of Destiny is a very fitting title for this whole thing. Oh, get in there, kitty cat. Get in there. Fight the screen. You know you hate this thing. What? You're giggling. What's up? Why so giggly, Rhiannon? What's going on?
Oh, it's just giggly.
We're all giggly today because we're here to celebrate one of the most mediocre accomplishments in all of art, the DD Star Extended Universe.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Well, let me tell you, buddy, you got 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the program. Today, on a whim, I decided, what if I put all of these horrendous tulpas into a bracket and made them fight to the death? And then, of course, I thought, well, that would actually be a good stream idea, and I'm going to then rush to get a stream ready on Friday, and here we are, to determine who the ultimate creation of my mind brain is. Hello, Caro. I'm joined by a panel of experts from all across the seas. Siege subscribed to Tier 1, that's crazy. ABG, hello, welcome. And, oh my god, she's stepping on my cat is stepping on things and deleting layers. No!
Oh no!
You freaking bug! Stop clicking my mouse! You little ape, you're sitting on my audio mixer. Ben, hello, welcome. Yes, it's to the death. Every character that loses will get deleted. It's unfortunate. And my cat is no longer on screen, so I shouldn't have the camera. I'm joined by experts. Weighing in from over here on the left side, we have Bones.
Hello.
Weighing in over here on the right side, we have Rhiannon.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Ma.
And staring at me directly across the table is my dear sweet husband, Phil.
Well, how come I don't get to weigh in?
Well, you are weighing in. You're just staring at me from across the table.
Oh, is that a fat joke? Huh?
Oh, no. Oh, now I'm the bastard.
Huh?
We have assembled here... Classic centrist, shut up. We have assembled here 16 of the finest characters ever created by me, which is marginally half true because two characters, in fact, were not created by me whatsoever. Yes, permadeath. Whoever loses is getting deleted. And basically the idea was I could do this with 8 characters because I have ostensibly 8, air quotes, main characters. Well, 7 really. But then I decided, what if I just kind of scrape around and get like side characters? And that's why we have 16 people here. It's been seeded in a way so that every matchup is basically one, air quotes, main character matched up against a side character in the first round. Just to kind of see what happens. Right, and so the way this is going to work is that per each round, we are going to deliberate, the co-hosts here. You are going to deliberate, folks at home, you're going to weigh in and give your feedback and takes. And then to keep things scientifically balanced, we are going to introduce a lucky dip question that is picked at random via a spinning wheel and can sort of like turn the tide of things. We'll see how it goes. Mostly we're probably going to be putting a lot of stock into the lucky dip. I think whoever wins the lucky dip will probably win more often than not. There's no like criteria, there's no math, it's just kind of vibes. I see you noticed the Hawk versus Leeway matchup, and in fact, if I may explain the Hudson Hawk thing for a second, dear friend of the program, Siege.
Popular OC.
Yes, I just started recording because my cat hit a button. Fuck. She is like 1 second away from stepping on the stop stream button. Right, so Hudson Hawk is here because I wasn't confident with the character pick I had as just kind of sort of like a kind of a nothing burger, I would say. And so Siege, friend of the program, is like, you should put a character from this anime in there. And I'm like, I don't know what that anime is, but I do think the idea of putting a again, air quotes, recognizable character that is obviously not my own in here is kind of funny. And Leeway is here. Oh, go ahead.
You have done more work than anyone to keep Hudson Hawk alive in the public consciousness.
This is true.
If anything, he is your character.
I don't know if our dear friend Game Size is here, but the Hudson Hawk tape is here in spirit. In fact, I did want to use the picture of Hudson Hawk that he drew for that one little comic, but I'm like I'm so fucking lazy. I'm so lazy, dude.
I do think Delgo would have been a good pick.
Delgo, my good friend, my personal friend Delgo.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it
I'm
in time.
I'm really amusing myself imagining like the one audience member who only watches your video game streams tuning in to be like, what?
Why? What? What?
There's only one?
There's gotta be, I think, at least... I know that there are, like, the Twitch... Twitch has a vibrant community, you know? Apparently. So there are people who follow me exclusively just by seeing me on Twitch and that sort of thing.
Can you imagine if you were one of those streamers like 80,000 followers and we were doing this every Friday to like thousands of people?
I don't want to think about that. That sounds scary.
Shocking.
Andy, we've done a Hudson Hawk movie night before. We'll do it again. The Hawk will reign
I
supreme.
missed the last one.
Hudson Hawk, quick and a dead double feature. She's kicking my foot.
My God.
This cat is kicking my foot. Are you ready to begin?
We need to do Wild Wild West some night, but yes, we are.
Oh, okay, we could do Wild Wild West, quick and dead.
Is there going to be a second Hudson Hawk stream?
I should play the Hudson Hawk Nintendo game.
Yes,
Ooh,
you should.
you should.
How have we not done that yet?
Where you throw tennis balls at dogs. It's fantastic. Are we ready to begin?
Let's do it.
All right, in the first round.
I would like to make a prediction before we get started.
Uh-huh.
Joanne will end up in at least the top 3.
Top 3? What about the top 4?
Top 3. What about it?
Oh, you know, I didn't think about that. I probably should grade, like... Well, how would I grade that? I don't know. The tournament organization is difficult and strange and scary. Ugh.
Like matchup percentiles and things. It's a whole thing.
I'm cracking a beer. This cat is making it so difficult to navigate this program that I use almost every day.
You're cracking a beer. The cat fills you with fear.
Yeah. All right, so first round. I expect a lot of characters on here actually to be like things that people have never seen before. Specifically because the character here pictured, Roxy, I don't think I've ever posted on Blue Sky in my fucking life. Because she's part of the wrestling universe that I didn't necessarily abandon. I just haven't really done anything lately with it. But the first round matchup is Roxy versus Saberstar Black, the weird, freaky Sentai hero who hates everything. Initial thoughts from the panel. What do you think about this matchup? Who's coming out strong?
Well, so I actually really like all your wrestling stuff, and I like Roxy's look, but I mean, Carol is like, she's more to your audience's taste for one thing, but her armor is really fucking cool. I like that she's mean.
Mean is good. We like mean. Can I speak to that for a second? Part of the reason, this is not so much why I don't do so much stuff with Carol these days, but because her armor was a store-bought asset, essentially, I don't feel like I have as much ownership over her as I do with, some of the more, like, easy to, like, I'm great as an orc, like I can make that. I have kind of wanted to, like, if nothing else, get into 3D modeling specifically to make a more unique design for
I was
her.
about to say, yeah.
Because, like, literally all I did besides making the her was turn the armor black. Which, I mean, as far as these things go, I had to actually go, like, and alter the texture. Some of these things are just like, yeah, you click a thing, it's there, it's done. But yeah, any other lingering latent thoughts?
If Carol can bring a bowling ball with her, then she has it locked up.
This is true. We don't know if she's a fan of bowling or not. She just works in a bowling alley. However, I have a feeling...
But she has access.
Exactly. I have a feeling too, like, if you work at a bowling alley, you probably throw a few frames every now and then.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
Yeah. It's just to hustle people when they show up.
Her father should be the deceased superhero, the bowler, whose skull she has in a bowling ball.
I do believe
that's a cool idea.
I do believe that's IP,
yeah.
And I don't know that I can really... I mean, that's funny to talk about that, but, like, I mean... Kitty Cat, you're really bothering me. You're making this so difficult.
So my question is, are we like growing Roxy so she can actually have a fair fight?
Well, I was gonna say Roxy canonically is like 5'1". She is short. And that was kind of like the part of her whole thing was that she was just much shorter than Star as, like, sort of a contrast. I do think, honestly, in like a fight where they're not even like big or anything, I think Roxy would probably take it.
Yeah, I think she'd tap Carol out.
Spec, hello, welcome. Though Carol is one to probably like Carol would just stab her.
Yeah.
Roxy is well, here's the thing. In this wrestling universe, the whole point was that Star was kind of a loser and didn't win. Kitty Cat, you're still fucking everything up, please. Oh shit. Oh, she's killing the monitor. And like she would lose all the time to other wrestlers. There's one we'll get to a bit later. Roxy was basically her rival, sort of a foil, and would just get her ass kicked all the time. So Roxy can fight. I don't know if she can fight like on a superhero level, but I mean, it's up in the air. Yeah, see, Carol would smash a bottle and try and cut someone with it. Roxy would just want to like do it for the sport, the love of the game. It's tough to say. Do we have any final thoughts before I bring up the lucky dip question?
I'm good to go.
Okay, I'm going to try and see if this will work. If I click this button, the wheel didn't appear. Oh my god.
Oh.
No wheels.
No wheels. That is what I don't know. Oh wait. Oh. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna spin the wheel.
There's the whale.
The whale.
Spin that wheel.
Brendan Fraser.
Oh, wow.
All right, lucky dip question is: who could get the most valuable appraisal? Hey, I'm talking. Who could get the most valuable appraisal on Antiques Roadshow?
I guess Carol could try to like pawn in her armor.
Yes. I have an alien tongue piercing.
Figures.
How much can I get for that? What were you saying, Bones?
She also has action figures. I don't know how collectible they are.
Yeah. A whole line of merchandise in an alternate universe.
Yeah. That's gotta count for something.
Wouldn't it be weird if, like, Roxy is really into, like, 19th century furniture restoration or something like that?
I was gonna say, I honestly think Roxy should have, like a grandmother who had a big barn full of furniture or something.
She could do, like, a homesteading thing. Maybe she's out there just, like, restoring old cars. Who can say? I think, like, genuinely, Carol doesn't have the most interesting inner life, because she's basically all just about violence and going to work and not existing as a human being. I think,
just like me.
Yeah, when Roxy goes home, I think she goes home to, like, fulfilling hobbies.
Furniture restoration.
Yeah, who can say? I don't know. I think, personally, with the introspection of, like, to think about these characters, I think that Roxy would probably be a bit more interesting when it comes to, like, stuff in her closet, stuff she has lying around.
Yeah.
But Carol does have space armor from an alien, and that's not nothing.
Carol would be more on Pawn Stars.
That is true. I got an expert on space armor.
I think Roxy might take it.
I think Roxy might take it as well. I am looking at the chat. I'm seeing. A lot of people saying Carol would not fight fair. I agree. I think, yeah, I think Roxy would put the effort in. I think she's moving ahead. Folks. Hey, if you have a dissenting opinion, speak up.
I like Carol more.
Well, as evidenced by the fact that Carol gets to exist, I would agree, and I think that's kind of like the way most people feel, if only because, again, I haven't done anything with Roxy in almost 3 years. But I think the lucky dip clinches it, you know? Chat's saying, you know, I think she moves on. Which means I can do
suppose.
This. Colors. Yeah.
Hey,
Saturation.
colors.
All the way down.
Oh.
Moving on. Next round, we have Fantasy Heather Thorne versus Cordelia. Now, this is an interesting one, because after using Fantasy Heather Thorne as a punchline for so long, Heather came to me with, like, character ideas and said, hey, listen, if this is going to be a continuing thing in these comics, I want to have some autonomy here. And I'm like, okay, I understand, I get that. I don't want to spoil anything, because, like, there are ideas that I want to do going forward. Play DMC 2? Absolutely not. I'll play. I have DMC5 installed right now. But with that said, Cordelia, very fun, slapstick, silly character who was meant to be scary, and like everything I do, nothing stays scary. No one is evil forever. Everything must be redeemed. Siege redeemed the bubbles. I have bubbles? Is that what they're called?
Bubbles!
Bubbles.
Just
Bubbles.
the message highlight.
Yeah, folks, do you have any thoughts on these two frickin' freaks?
I hate to speak ill of Fantasy Heather Thorne, but I really love Cordelia. She's great.
How much, how many weapons is Fantasy Heather Thorne coming into the battle versus how much armor Cordelia has?
Well, Cordelia, I don't think will have any armor. She has a lot of, like, you know, ornamental jewelry and stuff. Fantasy Heather Thorne, existing in the world that she exists in, like, she's probably never more than, like, 5 feet away from a battle axe. Right? The thing is, you know, Cordelia is like a hell thing that's been around since the universe was created. And Fantasy Heather Thorne is a person.
But a fantasy person.
But
so,
a fantasy person with like elf ears and stuff. I think she is a swamp elf. I think that's what we're going with. A swelf of some kind.
A swell.
A swelf.
Well, so she could be like, she has access to some stink, I guess, right?
They make the swamp stew out there. They make the heather meal, and it's quite potent.
Very Heather Thorne girl smell.
Sure. Fantasy Heather Thorne exists on a real physical plane as well. That is true. Fantasy Heather Thorne could ostensibly flick me in the forehead for making stupid comics with her, so there is that. Where we landed, folks, what are we feeling?
I gotta give Cordy the edge going in.
Okay. I'm seeing in the chat, I think Cordelia is taking the edge here as well.
I'd probably give Fantasy Heather Thorne the edge because there is a tangible asset to her being based on a real person.
Right. Rhiannon, any thoughts?
Yeah, I think this might be a y'all one.
Understandable. Alright, well, let's hit that lucky dip, shall we? What?
Bring back the wheel! Bring back the wheel!
I wish this wasn't so many buttons. Ugh. I'm spinning the wheel!
Wheel of dip!
What?
Well, that sounds gross.
What we got? Between the two, who would be more likely to try and blame a fart on the other person?
Fantasy Heather Thorne?
That's demon play right there.
Demon stuff. Okay, well, I'm seeing Cordy. Obviously the demon behavior. So here's the thing. And on a meta sense, you know, I think Fantasy Heather Thorne has that edge.
Yeah.
But I do think overall, the character that I have made of Fantasy Heather Thorne is kind of like in the background, sort of, you know, taking the punch for a lot of stuff. I feel like she would be the kind of person who would get blamed for a toot, you know? Exactly. Heather would just own it, is the thing.
She would own the ones that get blamed on her that she didn't actually do.
Yes, she'd be like, oh, if the boss says so, I guess I did.
Yeah, I obviously emptied out my colon just now. It was me.
I'm seeing consensus from the chat. Our panel, are we feeling one way or another? What do we think?
Everyone in this room is getting pink eye.
Well, pink skin, pink eye. Does that mean Cordelia's moving on?
I think that means Cordelia, yeah.
Okay. Rip in peace, Fantasy Heather Thorne. You'll return to a comic with some agency and not be a joke one day, I promise.
I fought for you, Heather. I did my best.
You did your best. Next round. This one is going to be a doozy, folks. We have my own personal best friend, Hudson Hawk, versus Leeway Solanas, star of a hit webcomic, Take Up the Sword.
Has Leeway, star of the hit webcomic Take Up the Sword, ever ridden on a gurney behind a ambulance?
No. Does Leeway know what a Nintendo Entertainment System is? Neither does Hudson Hawk, actually. That's a bad...
She absolutely would know what an NES is. I don't think she's ever ridden behind an ambulance on a gurney.
Well,
Not yet.
Not yet. There's plenty of room.
Sure.
Hudson Hawk may not know what a Nintendo is, but he knows who the Mario Brothers are.
See, that's the joke for everybody in there, because there's two characters literally called the Mario Brothers. Go ahead.
In that picture of Hudson Hawk, like the way the shadow is on his chin, he almost looks like that guy from Street Fighter V.
Guile?
The like poison guy with the little goatee. Yeah.
The something Asian notorious gang.
He always reminds me of the brother of the hotel owner from Twin Peaks.
Okay, all right.
It's the shades. It's the shades and the face in this picture.
He's kind of giving me Satan from Oh Brother Where Art Thou, the chain gang.
Oh yeah, the sunglasses. Yeah.
I will say this.
Got a radio.
I will say this. Leeway is a living character in the sense that her story has not been concluded yet. Hudson Hawk.
Exactly.
One and done, baby. Well, actually, that's not true. Because like Hudson Hawk was a character that Bruce Willis created when he was bartending, and it was just like a persona he would put on when he would like serve people, right? So there is ostensibly, yeah, that is true. There is ostensibly more Hudson Hawk than we will ever know, but that's not public. And unfortunately, with the way Bruce Willis, his condition has advanced, I don't think we're ever going to see any more of the Hawkman. However, Leeway's forging her own path. What do we think about that?
I gotta give Leeway the edge.
Well, it depends on how good she is at singing show tunes.
She's very wonderful at singing show tunes, thank you.
That's gonna be tough then.
If there's one way the two are alike, it's that.
I think given like the theatricality to Leeway, I would say she's something of a showboat, so I wouldn't put it past her.
Yeah.
It doesn't end when you can just rewatch it all the time, and I do rewatch Hudson Hawk all the time. He lives in my heart in that brief. Let me check the runtime.
Minute, hour and a half.
95 minutes. What a tight fucking flight.
Tight 90.
Oh boy.
That's important.
He's trapped in the VHS. That tape will degrade eventually, you know.
Tight 90 was my nickname in high school.
Oh my god! If we destroy the Hudson Hawk tape, then his soul will be free to destroy us all. Should we bring in the Lucky Dip?
I think so.
Why not?
What do you mean I don't know the length of my favorite movie? Of course I do. It's 95 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think I know the length of my favorite movie.
Whoa. Which of these characters would still take a Halloween costume seriously as an adult? Well, this is appropriate because that's a Rhiannon suggestion.
That was a Rhiannon question. Well, let me tell you, Leeway probably actually wouldn't. She probably genuinely would do like devil thing every year.
Right.
It's easy. I can actually see her wearing one of those fucking shirts like, this is my Halloween. I gotta draw that now.
You see, I like that though. I think. Oh no, have we backed Leeway into a corner here?
We might. I might have rat fucked myself in this, which would be very funny.
Hudson Hawk kinda is the Halloween costume all of the time being taken seriously.
Yeah, you know what?
From everything you've said.
The problem with Hudson Hawk is that I think he's like that year round, you know. Whereas I think like Leeway would at least have the delineation to be like, it's Halloween. I can make an effort to do one thing.
Oh yeah, no, she would like drink. Yeah, like she would want to go out. By the way, I love that I took that question so seriously that I didn't even lie for my benefit.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, well, unfortunately, it's not her.
Like I on the spot was like, no, she would not.
Well, I think maybe it's time we have a serious discussion about how much the Lucky Dip should weigh, because in my head I'm like, Lucky Dip 300% crushes every other part of the deliberation, but I think we've made very solid points for Leeway to move on in the deliberations. And the Lucky Dip maybe comes along, and Hudson Hawk, sure, but like, no, okay, you know what? Fuck no. I'm taking this to a metatextual level. Hudson Hawk was like a creation that Bruce Willis had while he was working That's a character, a persona he was putting on all the time, or as much as he was doing it. Not a Halloween costume, but he was doing it all the time. I don't think that's fair.
Right. Halloween
Oh,
is the
God.
one day he didn't have to wear a costume.
Exactly. He calls it regular
It's like, I'm
wound.
Bruce Willis.
I think Leeway wearing the "this is my Halloween costume" is funny. I think it is. I think it's funny.
I do like that. On a meta-textual level, it would suck if we had to do the Hudson Hawk thing twice.
Yeah, I vote Leeway.
Okay. Hawk, you never stop being part of my life, you know? I miss you, buddy.
95 minutes are up.
Leeway could dress up as Hudson Hawk for Halloween.
Oh, that would be fun.
That would be incredible. All right, this is going to be a big one. A lot of people have put money on a certain orc to go all the way. But there's a lot of things up in the air here. Oopsie
But oops.
has yet to return, and boy, do I have stuff I want to do with her. But, you know, I get sidetracked so easily. I get sidetracked so stupid easily. Let's hear the pros and cons. We have Ungrid, the most baby girl in the world, and an evil clown.
Oh.
Weigh in.
I like the evil clown.
The evil clown.
Does
I don't know
Ungrid
that I
have
like her more than
colorophobia?
What is that? Is that the phobia of clowns?
Yes.
Well,
So I would say Oopsie is a character that like you know, she's like a clown lady that does evil magic. Like, that's fun, but you see that a lot. I don't know many other characters that are specifically like Ungrid. Especially her being like an orc and everything.
orc. She'd go to orc and
Like,
she'd go to work.
Yeah, exactly. She's the opposite of the orcs in Warcraft. She does go to work.
Oh, work is to poop.
Work is to poop.
No more.
She thinks work is to pee.
What? P for perfect?
Pee for perfect.
Oh, because work is number one.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah, if they're fighting, I think Oopsie might take it. But
Oh no.
Ungrid's just so charming. I think who would cast horrible spells at Ungrid?
Nobody. In fact, if
What if
she was there, it wouldn't have gone down like that. That's all I'm gonna say.
I was gonna say, if she just grabbed Oopsie's head and pulled it off with one hand, and it never came up again that she's that strong.
There's so many jokes I want to do about Ungrid's strength, but it's like, you know, working them as like sight gags into the back of like bigger things, or do I make a comic just about one little stupid joke? Ungrid does have brand recognition. It's true. Oopsie, I like. Oopsie.
Does Oopsie have a fear of orcs?
That would be in a society where orcs are very present. That would be fucked up.
Racist clown, oh no.
Is she orc racist?
Could be.
She's like Will Smith in Brightburn.
Oh, there you go.
There's the conclusion to her story is like everything I do, a dumb joke, but
That's only fitting.
it's not. But it's not such a dumb joke where we find out she's like part of the fantasy NRA or something, you know. I think this might be one where the lucky dip decides the fate here. Shall we?
Of course.
Whee! The wheel is showing up for everyone, right?
Yeah, we can see it.
Oh, thank fuck.
On the stream, yeah.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Aliens come to visit. Who would the aliens find more interesting to abduct?
The clown.
that is unfortunately probably Oopsie.
Oh
He's magic and shit.
Okay, so it's like, okay, we have a green woman. That's obviously not normal for the regular population, unless it is. It is in this universe. Oh no, Ungrid is very normal.
Oh, are the aliens little green men? Because that might,
Or are they killer
some bearing
clowns
on
from
what
outer
not.
space?
That's a
oh
good
my
point.
god!
Oh.
Are we
Yeah.
gonna have to do another lucky dip?
Well, I don't know that we can do that. Unless we
To solve this problem?
unless we do a losers bracket, then maybe.
Oh, okay.
I do agree. Like, I think Ungrid would probably just start like kicking alien ass. Like she'd either be like, "This is pleasant. I want to go along with this because you guys are making a pretty good case here. This is fun." Or if they come in like they don't come in peace, then she would be like, "All right, okay," and just start kicking. I don't know. She could kick him.
Mm-hmm.
She's long legs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ungrid dies round 1. Oh no.
Long, powerful legs like a horse.
Regrettably, I do think this is an oopsie. Unless anyone else has anything they want to add.
I can't believe it.
How much do we want to weigh the lucky?
Lucky dip negative 300%. I don't want it to go. I'm wearing a shirt of her. Look at this. Look at this. Andy made the shirt and I'm wearing it.
Look,
Well,
if it's aliens, they're gonna take one. If they're going to try to abduct her, she is going to make short work of them.
Exactly.
Oop,
And maybe
Oopsie would probably go along with it.
what if they're like, we are the combat aliens from the combat planet. We are here to fucking destroy the world, but you look like you're strong. Get in.
I hate to say
And
the
she's
chat is
like-
on the Rip Ungrid train.
Yeah, I don't think we can save this. It's unfortunate. I think baby girl.
Wow.
Let's just do a rundown here.
Ungrid is too powerful for her own good in this tournament.
So far, yes, I did do this. I had to kill my babies, and so far in this first round, 2 air quotes main characters have made it, and 2 have not. Oopsie moves on to the next round. Ungrid,
Upset of this decade.
Ungrid, I'm so sorry, baby. For the first time ever, you
I
will
bet-
no longer be green.
I
happened.
bet my mortgage on this.
Oh
no.
Sucks to be you.
Round 5. I think I have a feeling I know where this is going to go.
Oh, Crystal would cook Star every possible.
All right, so Star Parker Duplantier is her name because she's not based on me, no matter what people might think.
I doubt that.
Yeah, it's funny that this particular art done by Spice is like the most popular thing I've ever been associated with in terms of like raw numbers. But I don't do much with Star because like I couldn't make a very good recreation of her in the programs I use, right? So not being able to like freely make my own stuff with her, she got put on the back burner, and that's where all the wrestling characters went. That's your explanation, by the way.
Aw.
I guess I gotta learn how to draw. Grey Ungrid like the Grey Hulk. Well, she's already smart, so. Wow! Hey! We have Sejin in the chat. Look at this. Look at this. We're using your art for Roxy, by the way. This was 3 years ago. Do you remember doing this? That's crazy. Actually, I'm gonna point out.
Feel that long.
This Roxy piece here was done by Sehijin. We have Cordelia and Carol done by Zombie Ernie. This is by Bia Big Shot. This Ungrid one here. Oh my god, where'd my screen go? Star, of course, was by Spice, and then I'll shout out the other artists as we go down. Crystal versus Star. Here's the thing. In terms of like an actual fight, that wouldn't happen because Crystal would probably just like fucking ether her. Like she wasn't looking.
Yeah.
Star fought Eve once. That's not for nothing.
That's true. Oh, that is true. She lost there too.
If Star can get her hands on Crystal, she might have a chance.
Oh, I mean, she'd fold her like laundry, but like I have to remember that this character was made explicitly to lose. She has never canonically
She's a
won a
jobber.
single fight.
Not even. Oh, that's right. Not even against Grave.
No, Grave Danger
She
kicked
can't
her
even-
ass.
She can't even tombstone a post grad.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough out here. I don't think there's any way, besides basic popularity. Like, I love her to bits. You know, she was like my first true. Well, no,
Wow.
I did a lot of writing.
Yeah, we got Grave Danger fans in the chat. Let's go.
Grave Danger kicks ass.
Speaking of characters who need to come back.
I want to
That was not me.
redo the ladder match thing with Grave Danger in it because I did like a reference shot to send to the artist, and I'm not happy with the composition of that. I'd like to get it redone. Not a man. That was my fault for sending a bad ref. Anyway,
We'll talk.
yeah. Does the universe dictate she has to lose? Well, no. Like, I wanted to go off like the Stan Lee Spider-Man thing where loses more than wins. You know,
Sure.
you root for a loser, but then it just kind of became like, well, it's hot to have a bunch of women beat up my woman, and that's kind of where it went. Lyria, that commission's
It's
great.
crazy.
I think about that one a lot. I gotta get that one up on Blue Sky. I gotta get all the wrestling art up on Blue Sky, because like none of it is up there.
It's crazy that you never had a character that was like a fight, like a beat 'em up character, like a chick in like Double Dragon or whatever.
True. I
That is.
mean, like, I think Star or Carol might be the closest. Shall we move on to the Lucky Dip, or do we have any thoughts here?
Lucky dip.
Lucky
Lucky
Dip.
Lucky dip.
Lucky
Save
dip.
star.
Wait, yes, can we turn this around with random numbers? Who is more likely to make disparaging memes about someone else? Fuck!
Crystal.
Oh no. Oh, it's so over.
Crystal, the fucking Gen Z loser. Of course it would be her.
Oh, it's never been more over.
Oh, sorry, baby
Is
girl.
Crystal how you see people slightly younger than you?
Crystal is how I see like Aubrey.
Wow.
Oh fuck. Uh,
That's messed
Rip.
up.
okay, here's the one I'm truly afraid of: Sir Doug versus the boss.
The second she turned gray, you should have like disappeared.
Oh wait a minute, hold on a second. How did this happen? How did this happen?
How did it happen?
Because I was seeding this
How?
to have air quotes main character, air quotes side character. These are both
Yeah,
what I
Sir
would
Doug,
consider.
main character.
Yes, these are both what I would consider to be side characters. Sir Doug is canonically the only man who's ever appeared more than once in any Boardrooms and Basilisks thing, so there's that.
Impressive.
My money's on Sir Doug because he'll just leave.
You just leave. If it sucks, hit the bricks.
That's right.
The one thing I will say, the boss is the manager of the office, so ostensibly Sir Doug does work under her. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, he can
Maybe
just leave.
Sir Doug feels like the guy who holds the whole office together.
Oh,
Like
he's
it would all
glue.
fall apart.
He's
Just quietly.
he was the guy who kept like putting out new coffee creamers every time the old one got empty. Yeah.
What a guy.
If Sir Doug, no, hey, here's the thing: if Sir Doug wins, he's gonna get his head crushed with a fucking warhammer.
Worth.
What's the boss gonna do? Fire? The boss is gonna crush his head with a warhammer.
You should do the Conan Librarian gag with her sometime.
Me worship God called Crom. Me have big stupid axe.
No, from UHF, just do the like, cut someone in half with this like, cut someone in half with a big sword. I really expect you to recognize Conan the Librarian.
I might be crazy, but there is a barbarian character in Serious Sam 2 called Conan the Librarian, and I knew that was a reference, I just didn't know to what. I've seen UHF. I don't remember what you're talking about at all.
It's the Conan's
Yo.
Librarian, and they bring the books in late, and he cuts them in half, like fully clean with his sword.
That's the energy that
Yeah.
that's the energy that we're going for. That is funny. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
yeah.
Has she ever been angry
feel
at Sir
like-
Doug? I feel like he's so beneath notice that like no, and that's not what you want in an office environment. You want go-getters, dude.
I feel like she would appreciate someone actually standing up and not just going like, oh, I can't fight her. She's the boss. Like she'd be like, no, that's can't. You gotta
Actually,
put it in.
yeah, you know,
order for
maybe
it.
appreciated the gumption to go all the way. Respect. It's all about respect with orcs, isn't it?
Which probably just winds up with people warhammered through a wall. But
True. A lot of people have speculated that Sir Doug is actually just a suit of armor with nothing underneath. So that would support being able to get like crushed at least. But I don't know. I don't know. I think if, like Sir Doug is a blank slate. There's really not much about him. The boss is, I would say, two-dimensional. She doesn't really have much going on besides angry authority figure
baseball.
and baseball. She likes baseball. She likes competition.
As a ball.
You know, and baseball is the lens through which competition can be viewed.
She probably has a very rich home life. She just keeps it very separate from her work life.
That's important.
I mean, there could be so much inside her that we don't know about.
The tabletop character that she is based on thought of herself as a warrior poet, less of a warrior, more of a poet, and there is a delineation between the two. This character is not anything like the tabletop character, I would say, but there's that. I do think A through line that really doesn't come up very much, but it is hinted at. Well, it's not hinted at because there's that one commission I did for Clow where it's very explicit that he's dreaming of Elspeth. But like in the first one I did with Elspeth camming, there was a username knave_D, which was obviously just Sir Doug. So the whole running thing is like secretly in the background, Sir Doug has like had a weird crush on her when they're both one cubicle apart. I don't know if that changes people's opinions of him, but he likes Elspeth, so how good can he really be?
Well, I was gonna, the boss probably has that rich inner life, and he of course has no interiority because he is a man.
And there's nothing inside him, just the armor.
Dave the Knave is a rascal. Alright, I think the only way to move on is our lucky dip here. Let's get this going. Scoop. Although I think Sir Doug is like Sir Doug has the edge here. I think Sir Doug is probably going to be the one that takes it.
He's a fan favorite for sure.
He's a fan favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Who is more likely to watch American Ninja Warrior and go, I could do that?
Sir Doug.
I believe.
I don't think so.
Well, here's the thing. We saw.
I think.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think he would say I could do that, but that's about as far as he ever gets with it.
We saw in that dream that he, imagines himself as this big chivalrous hero. He thinks of himself that way, but I agree that he probably wouldn't be able to actually do that, whereas yes, the boss probably could do it no problem. So in that way, like, who is more true to the question?
Sir Doug.
The boss would voice it.
You think Sir Doug wouldn't say it to the room?
Well, I don't know how much this
Probably
counts,
not.
I don't know how much this counts, but the boss could probably do it.
Right, but like she could also just like jump 30 feet to the end of the thing or whatever.
Fair enough.
Does Sir Doug talk? Sir Doug has had a few lines of dialogue throughout everything.
Yeah.
So yes, he could physically say that. I think going on with like Sir Doug being kind of like unassuming and kind of below notice, I think maybe he wouldn't say it. He would keep it to himself. He'd think it, he'd believe it, but he wouldn't say it. And so in that way, the boss would be like, the boss is braggadocious. She's confident. I think that makes sense actually. Final thoughts from the gallery?
I'd still probably give it to Sir Doug. The boss is capable of beating Sir Doug, but I think Sir Doug is capable of avoiding that fight.
I think there's more investment in Sir Doug.
I would agree.
People do love Sir Doug.
I gotta admit, like I knew he. I was afraid he could go all the way.
Wait, I have to take on Crystal next.
So. What's Crystal gonna do to a man? Oh, wait a minute. I'm torn. I mean, I'm looking at the chat. Doug. There's so many Dougs in here. I think it's got to be him.
Oh, Dick Doug.
Chat's very Doug.
Well, he did give you that lovely cameo for your birthday.
He did. All right. He got glib shitto energy. Oh. I hate doing this every time. Where is the boss's picture? Where did she go? There you are. Good night.
Oh.
Okay.
You made the right choice.
This is the round of women with piercing gazes. What's up with that?
Joe and Joe and Joe.
Who could outstare each other?
Well, one of them doesn't need to sleep, I don't think.
That's true. And one of them loves.
Yeah, one of them fucking loves sleeping.
I have to root for the underdog here. I think something spectacular would have to happen tonight for Argent to be the one that moves on to the next bracket.
Interesting. So Argent,
Believe in mirror.
Ben, Argent is basically she doesn't run the whole, like, the boss is the manager of the whole setting, basically. Argent is like a boss below her, but directly above Elspeth and Ungrid. She's getting explained. I'm stupid. I love the way that I've done things, because I've started telling the story in the most confusing fucking way possible. Where she was introduced well before her actual natural introduction is. So technically, she hasn't even been explained in the story yet, but she's just kicking around. She's a vampire. She wears heart glasses. Much like everything else I've ever made, she is kind of one of those half-lidded Garfield eyes. Doesn't really emote very much because stone-faced stares are much better, in my opinion. And then, you know, Joanne is Joanne.
It's true.
Oh, Joanne.
Hello, Joanne. What are you doing, lady? What are you thinking about? She's thinking about getting the sport peppers on a Chicago dog.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I even like Argent quite a bit. I like when she shows up and stuff, but nah, it's, you know.
I've wanted to, like with everything, I've wanted to do so many, like solo things with Argent, just because, like, you know, I've got this thing now, I should probably explore her character a bit more.
I do really love Argent, like, just from what we saw of her, but...
That's right, Ben, yeah. Begrudgingly, she seems to have some sort of...
energy.
She seems to have some sort of grudge against Elspeth. I don't know why. I don't know why would anyone would ever have that.
She's got that Argent energy.
She does. Argent means silver, which is, I think, famously a thing vampires are weak to. Isn't that funny?
Yep.
Argent will return. Of course she will. Like Joe is the toy that I'm having the most fun with right now. But
So this actually, as much as I've stood up for Argent this whole time, you're right, she's a vampire. I was picturing her with a snake tail the entire time, so I must not remember it that well.
I
don't think she ever stood up from the desk, so
no,
it's fair that you would...
I was going to use...
HR, yeah, she's not the HR lady. Yeah.
No, she in... Fuck, I did this so stupid. In the main timeline, in the story timeline, she goes to visit the boss in her office on the casual Friday. She's wearing jeans and like a purple leather jacket. So she moves around there. But no, this entire scene here is just her sitting behind the desk because why would you stand up? Why would you give Elspeth the time of day? Doc, it's literally both. Like I'm going based on like what Chad says, and whatever Chad says, I'm just feeling like whoever you like more is probably what you're going off of.
It's vibes.
Yeah, and like there's gonna be more of both of these characters. They're you know, there will be more of both of them. But I think for now, let's just hit that lucky dip and see what happens.
Yeah.
Remove.
Which of your characters is more likely to suck blood?
Which of these is more
Should have
likely
been
to
a pinball one.
be an Italian MILF? Who is more likely to have a higher spice tolerance?
They say you're never more than 3 feet away from an Italian milk.
That was a Chem suggestion.
I wish that was true.
Who is more likely to have a higher spice tolerance?
Garlic. Joanne.
Garlic. Yeah, wait, garlic. Vampire can't eat garlic. Joe eats
So
garlic all the
Laurie
time.
is
She's
like
Italian. Shit, this is actually... Yeah, fuck. I don't think there's any coming back from that. That is, like, categorically a... Well, like, garlic is like a spice, though. Like, you know, garlic powder, like... Oh, I guess spice is like heat. Like capsaicin, though.
Yeah.
But I don't...
They usually go together with garlic.
Yes, like, if you're having a spicy food, there is chances that there will be garlic in there, right?
I don't think that Argent is dipping into her purse and pulling out her hot sauce to sprinkle on some blood, so... It really can only go one way.
Oh, but a Bloody Mary.
Yeah, it does feel like Joe Sweep.
Yeah. Okay, so all the Italians in the chat are being like, yeah, Italians beat Dracula every time. I am Italian and I do love spicy. Folks, with profound regret. With profound regret.
Told you. Top 3, baby.
Argent, your name is a color, and you will have none. Ugh.
Who drew that picture of Joanne?
That was the Dansum. Very, very, very
right.
wonderful cheesecake artist. And this here, this one here, this picture of Lucrezia was done by Buttercup Zoe. And this one here, this picture of Elspeth, was done by Nia, past and future guest Nia. So we got our final round here. ABG, you're in Italy. That's crazy. Let's go to the
What I like about that picture of Elspeth is
Elvis.
that's how she would look if she was in Skyward Sword.
Oh my god. Oh man.
It really captures her character.
Hey, wait, ABG, did you? So wait, if you went to the Vatican, did you go to the Vatican? Did I ask that? Point is, apparently they don't allow shorts at the Vatican. My brother went one year, and he had to pay like $40 to buy a pair of pants to go into the Vatican, because they have like people out there, like, you know how like what, you know, people selling umbrellas when it rains and they jack the prices up. Anyway,
They would have a pants rift in the Vatican.
Imagine the guy says that, and then like the Pope just like kind of like casually walks by, just wearing a pair of like Bermuda shorts.
So, not been the Vatican. I'll visit family. Every time your family has tried. Okay, I misread that immediately. Okay, so yeah, another rundown. Lucrezia has never appeared anywhere in the time that you have known me, Andy. So you have never seen her before.
But she's very good.
She is part of the Wrestlerverse. She is also a vampire.
Oh, I forgot that part.
Yeah, well, the whole thing was like in the wrestling verse, people are just kind of strong in the way that like Street Fighter characters are strong. But then I kind of started like I wrote out a whole treatment for a comic for them where it turns out she is like a pain vampire and she gets into wrestling to harvest pain from people. And and so Star and Roxy have to team up to fucking beat her ass. It's a whole thing. Right, so yeah, and I like the design. I wish I could do more with her. Mostly just because, again, more women looking at you like that is good. Does Elf Piss feel pain? I sure hope so. Sounds like an Italian vampire double threat. I don't know about that. Maybe in the world that she comes from, Italy doesn't exist. Who can say? And of course, okay, so like there might be some bias against Elspeth here. I like that she started out as kind of like a. She started out totally serious and then has devolved into the goof bag. the Silvermeister. Yeah, the goof bag. Anybody have any thoughts either way on these two fucking freaks?
Well, Elspeth does have her one free shrink, but...
Oh, that is true. That is true.
Again, if a wrestler gets a hand on anyone else, it's
I have maybe not like canon, but I have stipulated that Elspeth is like comically fragile.
We kind of have that on record with that one.
That is true.
Ungrid.
Well.
I mean, granted, that's polar ends.
Yeah,
it's
like yeah, exactly. Good night, Lyria. Thank you for coming by. Pulling for an Elspeth.
Wrestling is not fake. How dare you?
Wrestling is athleticism.
Still real to me.
Wrestling is athleticism.
Exactly.
Can Elspeth
I
call
do like a
Ungrid as an
vampire.
assist? Not in this contest, she can, unfortunately. No, actually, that's a good point, Ben. If Elspeth can recover from being in a full body cast, then she could probably. Maybe she's like like physically like weak, but has elven vitality, so she just can't die easily. Who can say?
I do like a vampire, and I do like the wrestling characters, and I also really like the idea of Elspeth and Ungrid both getting knocked out first round, so I'm actually going to go for Lucrezia before the lucky dip.
Okay. Can she use magic? If they were fighting, I think Elspeth would probably try to use magic, and she has the shrink spell, but she has access to other magic she just hasn't been shown using because I'm lazy. It's coming up. I have the next part of B&B worked out. I gotta get around to making it. I have the like most of you, I'm sure I have the problem where I'm like, oh, but there's 5 things I want to do before I do that. So, and then by the time I'm done those 5 things, I'll assuredly come up with 5 more things.
Sure.
So
why would you want to use any other spell? Who can say? I think she's canon dead now. Can Shrunken Lucrezia put up a fight? Probably not. But that shrink spell is temporary, and Elspeth is kind of a pussy. So.
Hell of a toe hold.
Oh my god, that would be devastating. You have to be more mentally ill like you are. Let's hit that lucky dip. Go!
Spin!
Green in the last second. Who is more likely to survive a slasher flick?
Probably
gotta
the
be the
vampire wrestler. Yeah.
But I feel like she would be more likely to be the slasher.
Yeah.
Which,
Oh.
famously,
in that
actually,
case, she would die. Yeah.
well, today on this day, Friday the 13th, famously we know slashers always come back. So technically speaking, she would survive the slasher flick.
They could
Yeah.
both be very different slasher flick villains.
That's true. Somehow I'm putting like some of the horror elements I wanted Elspeth to have onto Crystal.
Yeah.
Elspeth is the final girl, maybe. I mean, she you know what Elspeth would do? She would be the kind of one who, like, being chased by a slasher, she would trip another person just to give herself a head start, you know?
Yeah, no, she would be the one that, like, whole movie you're kind of waiting for her to get hers. So she'd make
She
it
just
close to
doesn't.
the end, but not all the way.
Elspeth would survive by learning an important life lesson and growing. Well, she does like to grow. Not like that. Guys, it sucks. I think the lucky dip. I think Lucrezia is going to take it,
Oh my god.
which means ostensibly the two flagship characters in my fucking quiver are dead.
What do you mean
Well, that's
Crystal and
just
Joe
how it goes
are
sometimes.
rocking it?
Yeah, Crystal and Joe.
Yeah.
Right, of course. the new kids on the block.
The main characters.
Ooh, we're probably gonna end up with a Crystal versus Joe situation.
Ungrid
That's
coming back in like the third act as a survivor. That would be, I think that would work. 'Cause, like she's tough. Maybe we can do that for this tournament. We just get to the finals and Ungrid's perfectly fine.
I kind of do really want to lose a bracket. If we have time at the end.
Well, we're already a fucking hour. We haven't got past the first round. My God.
True.
We're doing okay on time.
Okay, guys. I think it's got to be Lucrezia. Any other arguments?
Nah.
You're right.
Nope.
Nah.
Well, that's the magic of the moment. Who could have predicted?
Who could have
It
predicted?
could go anywhere. It could be anybody.
All right, we're moving on to the quarterfinals.
But it'll probably be Joanne.
All right, first round of the anyway, sweep probably. First round of the quarterfinals, we have Roxy versus Cordelia. Roxy, surprise pick, making it past Carol. I'm glad she did. She brings a little spice to the whole thing. Cordelia, holding back a Twitch ban by the scruff of her shirt. What do we think?
I've got to go with the demon.
Well, I know you'd say that.
Yeah, it feels pretty. I love Roxy, but it feels pretty clean cut at a glance.
Yeah, but you see that hip to waist ratio? You crazy?
There is that.
There is that.
You're selling me on that.
Well, again, here's the thing. Like, in a straight-up fight, Roxy is just a very strong human. And Cordy is, you know, ostensibly a princess of
Strong
hell or
human.
something. I don't remember what I wrote down.
But if there's any demon that would get caught in a Boston Crab,
Well, she'd sell. You know she'd sell like crazy because she loves that shit.
What I was just gonna say is that Roxy would be the most satisfying one to watch win the fight because she's like the face.
Well, I don't know if you can see, but just by like looking at her, I think
She's the heel.
she's the heel here. Or maybe that's the whole thing. Is like a worse heel comes along and makes you root for the other heel.
Oh.
Perhaps.
I could see.
Oh my
Keyword
God,
doing just
it's-
tapping out
it's-
when she playing it up.
Oh my God! It's Fantasy Heatherthorn with a steel chair.
I mean, I think in terms of staying power, like I was thinking about this today. I feel bad for all of the people I don't use anymore or create with anymore. Cordy is still like in the rotation. I could do a thing with her next week.
Yeah.
Whereas like,
Will you?
well, I mean, maybe. I don't know. Roxy is
Will?
unfortunately still kind of in mothballs and will be for a bit.
Right.
It's tough to say.
Well, it's nice that she's having her moment.
This is true. I'm glad. Like again, like this is just inspiring me to get all the wrestling art up on Blue Sky because there's a lot of it.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts before we lucky dip this shit?
Let's hit it.
Let's hit that wheel.
Ow, my wheel!
Oh, my wheel.
Oh, right in the wheel!
Ugh, I.
Look, right in the wheel!
Who's more likely to get away with petty theft? It's another Ken suggestion.
Oh, yeah, that's probably.
I
the
mean,
demon.
You can't incarcerate a demon.
That's true.
Like
you can try.
I don't think it's out of character for Roxy to steal some shit. But I also don't think it's I don't think it's uncharacteristic for Roxy to be able to break out of handcuffs, but like I mean,
Roxy would be more obvious about it, whereas Cordelia probably has some sort of sleight of hand magic.
I mean, Cordy would just take the whole fucking store.
Well, yeah,
That's
that
true,
too.
Our soul's petty theft. Some might say the pettiest of thefts. I don't know.
I do think Cordy takes it.
I think Cordy takes it as well. Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, I bet she does.
Why did I do this? I'm breaking my own heart all over the place.
Oh no.
Good night, Roxy.
It was a good run.
It was a good run. I should take
It would be easier to trick Cordelia into drinking hand sanitizer of the two of them.
True. She doesn't know what that is. She's like, I love germs. Why are you killing the germs? Alright, 2 clowns. Coming together into the big top. Who?
So I can tell you from experience that Leeway is very, very rude to clowns, which is not going to go well for her.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, she'd say some shit, but I mean, in good taste, of course.
I can very much see Leeway getting up and like using Oopsie's gold nose to like, you know, adjust her eye patch or whatever.
Oh yeah, she would like pick her teeth.
Like again, if this in terms of a fight, I don't even know what Oopsie is, so I don't know how Leeway can beat that. But in terms of popularity, I like Leeway. I like the possibility of Leeway doing more things. I want to work with Leeway more, and I want to see Leeway's future. You know, Take Up the Sword,
Hey.
wonderful comic. Check it out. Bubblegum Re, bluesky.com.
We'll work it out with my lawyers, but
Yes.
we'll be in touch.
I mean, Doc, literally. The nature of her is still unknown to me, but it is... I'm working on it. Leeway is a fighter, you know? Like, she is indomitable.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I think Oopsie would just kind of come at it like, oh, we're doing this now? Whatever. Leeway is my friend.
No, Eldritch is the fellow with the mask.
That's true. Eld isn't
Come
here.
on now.
But he did provide... Actually, I forgot to mention, this art actually is by Eld. I didn't make this. So,
Yeah.
Good point. Good point. I think this needs to go to Lucky Dip.
I think so.
Whee!
Seems like they all have.
I mean, it was gonna get Lucky Dip for all of them anyway. Uh-oh!
If there were
Uh-oh!
All of these
No!
are pretty evenly matched, all things
80s
said.
Jam, Hungry Like the Wolf comes on the radio. Which contestant is more likely to tell you to change the station?
Oh no!
Oh,
no!
no!
That's gotta be Oopsie, right?
Oh.
No!
Oopsie's
Although
not a fan of
is that a
Duran
point
Duran?
in her favor?
I mean, if Oopsie did that to me while we were driving, I'd be like, I wouldn't be happy about it, but I want to make my guest accommodated, you know? I think...
Well, if Leeway wasn't, if she's like, I'm not in the right mindset for Hungry Like the Wolf right now. I'm not in the wolf mindset right
I'm
now.
not hungry.
Oh no, Leeway!
Well, does the question have to be like the positive side, or is it just like
Who is more
Just
likely
another
to
factor.
tell you to turn it off? Like, I think Oopsie, despite her clownish appearance, hates fun.
Exactly.
I think Oopsie is just like a bastard for being a bastard's sake, you know?
Leeway talks about Duran Duran so much, she only says Duran.
I mean, shit. Fuck.
Oopsie just sweeping on the chaos of the lucky
I-
picks is kind of perfect.
I hate this! I hate this, but I think we have to go with it, unfortunately.
No!
Leeway's gonna sweep
What?
the losers bracket, I'm telling you.
Once again, I was so excited to talk about her that I immediately fucked myself.
Well, kid, for what it's worth, we haven't seen the last of Leeway Salonis.
That's true also.
That is true also. Oopsie has her fans. Okay.
Now, this one's tough.
This one's tough.
Oopsie's got shooters all over the big top.
It's shooting on cannons. Okay. So, I don't understand Sir Doug's popularity, I have to admit.
So here's my image of this fight. Is I think that Crystal wouldn't even do anything funky. I think that she would like pull open the helmet, spray the pepper spray, and then just like close the helmet back.
I mean, as I established in the last round, like, Astra's given us a raid. Holy crap! Welcome everybody. Welcome to the program. As I established in the last round, Sir Doug is a simp for dark-haired alt girls who do sex work. Unfortunately,
He's human, ain't he?
I have fed him up to one of those like an omelet. I don't know.
That's a good point.
Like if Crystal said, "Hey, I'm gonna go like kidnap some people and torture them," he'd be like, "All right, Queen, what? How can I help? Hello, Astra. Hello. How was your stream? What were you up to?" For the folks joining us, we're doing a March Madness of all of my fucking OCs. It's going poorly. Yes, I'm making all my children fight. Marathon. Yes. Okay, all right, okay. I am a tremendously big fan of the original Marathon series, so I've been swirling the drain on getting into the new one. Brianna, go ahead. I almost called you Leeway. Can you believe that?
If she told him like she was gonna kidnap and torture people, he'd be like, "That's sick. That's sick. Yeah, I'm into bass."
You like Rush? You like you ever heard YYZ? I think he's watching Elspeth Cam. He's into that shit. He knows what's going on.
Yeah, he's toast.
Fuck. Well, not toast
yet. Someone really say he loses?
No, I think he's getting exactly what he wants, and in that way, he's a true king. I have been erasing all of the Lucky Dip questions from the wheel. Which means I think the next, if we do a losers bracket, it might just all be on vibes.
Doo-doo.
Who would be better suited to act as the manager of a large corporate entity? Well, it's the guy in the suit.
Yeah.
That is. But who would really be running it? Would it be the guy in the suit, or would it be?
It's a puppet. It's a puppet administration. Oh my god.
It would be really cute if Crystal got like a Nepo hire something into like a big company or whatever.
Well, there's already one of those in this setting.
Suddenly
in the same building.
Dude, literally, they're exactly the same character. One of them is just a human, and one of them isn't.
No, don't reveal the secrets.
Oh, this is how the sausage is made. Oh boy, guys. Okay, that Lucky Dip has fucked everything.
It has. That's really hard to give to Crystal. Even if she's actually pulling the strings with like some weird pin-pop thing.
I think she's good at like person-to-person manipulation. The second it gets to like large-scale operations and administration, I don't think she has what it takes. I don't even know what she does for work. I think literally she subsists on her content. I don't think she does like. There's obviously a lot of work involved in that sort of thing, but like. She doesn't work a corporate job.
She eats shit out of content, though. She'd be eating good.
Yeah.
She eats shit out of Joanne's kitchen. She just shows up and just eats stuff out of the fridge.
Shouldn't have got that key pressed. It's very embarrassing. Guys, Sir Doug is going to win this whole fucking thing.
How are these questions so targeted at the worst possible time?
That's the whole thing. Like I wanted to get like a targeted question for every character in here, but I couldn't come up with them on the spot. But some of them are hitting where it needs to. The freaks are taking a hit. Oh yeah. All right.
Sweep. Oh no.
All right. So Joe has taken a vampire before. She can do it again. What do we think?
That's true.
Joanne is absolutely the final girl of this matchup.
Interesting.
I've heard that Italians always beat vampires.
This is true.
Has
been said.
I think that it would be a thing where like the vampire would attack her and she just would completely miss it the whole time and like bend over and stuff and like just get out of the way.
You know,
in ways that make the vampire accidentally hurt itself.
She canonically is oblivious to all of the weird, abnormal things happening around her, so... I'm making a face right now, you can't see it, but look, so... The thing is, like, in the way that Joe seems to have attracted one of humanity's worst monsters, I kind of feel like maybe she might some way charm Lucrezia. Though I guess
Who hasn't she charmed?
vampires charm people, don't they? Why is this part of the layer just here? What is this? Oh, what?
Why
Okay.
not?
Yes.
All right, okay. That's
Right.
probably from the larger image that I cropped. Would Lucrezia fall
yeah.
for Joanne's charm? I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe.
Maybe they'd have a lovely evening together.
That very likely would. I think this is just one of those things. It's like, okay, but like, there's magical charm, Caro, and then there's like, personable human charm. That's my best character blue bar. Exactly. I think the only way to settle this is with a good old-fashioned lucky dip. Whee!
Of course.
Tell me what it is. Which contestant is more likely to terrorize a sweet little doll who did nothing wrong?
No.
Well,
Well, well, that's got to be Joe, right?
well, she has the experience, even if she won't remember it the morning after. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Does Joe even
I
give a
know I
shit? I mean, yeah. I think she had dolls when she was a kid. Her daughter had dolls. I think I wanted to do a thing in that comic where she was like, this reminds me of something my kid had, right? And she kind of like Bones endeared herself in that way, but like didn't have the space for it. So like,
she picked like a little nickname. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
all, it was there.
Joe poking at her and like, kind of getting into it, and like she caught herself talking to it. She's like, what the hell am I doing, right? Like she fell for the charms of the doll. So terrorized, maybe not, but like, she maybe like
There was the pinball.
the pinball thing. That's true. In fact, Joe has the experience. Lucrezia, like, I'm sure she would, but also like, what the fuck? What's a doll gonna do? I need human pain or whatever in the canon of what I've established. I think it's got to be her. That's fucked up. That's crazy. What if she got into doll modding? Okay, all right, I'm hearing you. I'm listening.
I know I should have submitted the lucky dip question. Which of these characters would most likely portray the villain in the Disney Channel original movie Smart House?
Wait, is the mom in Smart House called Joanne?
I don't think so, but she do kind of look like that.
That movie scared me. Also, is the music getting so loud for anyone else? Okay, so this is fricked up. This is fricked up. This is the final four. This is the semifinals. This is fucking crazy.
It's gonna be Oopsie and Sir Doug in the final.
What have we done? Okay. Alright. Semifinal round 1, Cordelia versus Oopsie. Both of them inscrutable hell demon things. So I think like in terms of raw power, I would say they're relatively equal.
Okay, but so Oopsie is like all powerful, scary, and Cordelia is all powerful, funny.
Right.
You have to take that like into account.
In some ways, Cordelia is even more of a clown.
Exactly.
Well, like, here's the thing. Like, I have used Cordelia's, like, goofiness to be the butt of a joke. When it comes down to it, she can be serious and she can lock the fuck in. And in that way, like, in a moment like this, I think she would lock the fuck in. And maybe even then, like, all of her goofiness would be waylaid by her needing to get the job done, right? When? What do you mean, when? It's happened, I bet. I think the rule is like if Drusilla is also in the comic, then Cordy is the joke. But if it's like Cordy versus people, then whatever, it's fine. She could steal
That's
a whole
true. We haven't
store.
really
It's
seen
true.
Cordy doing her own thing very often.
I think one of the funniest things I've ever made was the edit when people were editing the comic of her throwing that guy, and I did the one where I attached like the bit from that meme. It's like, where it's like the guy posted, he's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I just thought that." Thankfully, I know those are just internal thoughts, and I would never act on them in real life.
That is
with,
pretty
like,
good.
Her horns and stuff.
You posted. I think everyone posted their own edits, so that's up there somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that is true. Like, I guess Cordy has been subject to not bullying, but like conflict from beings of a similar power level to her.
Shenanigans.
Oopsie, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Oopsie is unknown to me. She came to me in a dream. I hate to say it, but again, I think this might be a lucky dip thing. Which, I mean, given the two, this might be bunk too, because, like, what if it's something that doesn't apply to either of them? Who can say? Who would make the most compelling podcast? That's another Chem suggestion. Thanks, Chem.
That could go either way.
Could go either way.
What does Oopsie have going on outside of work?
Oopsie, my money's on Oopsie because her soundboard would be incredible.
It's true. Like, at least Oopsie has a theme, you know?
Well, I think Cordelia would be like she'd have such a fun attitude. Like, she'd have a fun energy on the thing and would just be like, you know, all creepy and clowny and shit.
Oopsie is not silent. She speaks in rhymes, which actually... Oh, that would actually make it annoying as hell. Never mind. Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
She speaks in rhymes and she sings. Like, Cordelia would probably be more into making a podcast spec specifically as a way to, like, entrap mortals. Like, you know, it's all about control. So in that way, like, I think she might get into it. Like, I think this is kind of a thing where Oopsie's, like, flappability kind of bites her in the ass. I think this is Cordelia. I think Cordelia would enjoy it more. I think
Absolutely.
she'd probably find it more fulfilling.
Absolutely.
And, like, you know she's saying a lot of words that would get you banned on other platforms, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She is using mortal cuss words that haven't been around for hundreds of thousands of years. Okay, the Oopsie has been defeated.
Aww.
Good night.
She got banned for saying "horsin" on mic.
Cordelia moves to the final. This is, again, one of those things where, like, Cordelia, you have not been around for a while. You're beating out all the new kids. Alright, Sir Doug versus Joe. Okay, I want to get
Sir Doug is a simp.
Yes, Sir Doug is kind of like... He's been coasting by on his, like... He's been coasting by on luck, let's be real.
I don't think he would even try to swing on her.
No.
In, like, a romantic way or, like, with a sword?
Like, in a fight. Like, I think that he would immediately, like...
Milady.
Step down.
Yeah, he'd buckle under the weight of the...
Tip's helmet.
Oh, can Joe handle the smell of microwave fish? Absolutely not. Yeah, it's tough to say. Tough to say. Like,
Sir Doug is a gentleman, and therefore he would let Joanne win.
Fair point. Fair point. Like, I don't think Joe would be like... She'd be like, oh, what is this fucking Ren Fair guy or whatever, man. And he'd be like, this is the object of my attention for the rest of my life now, you know? It's weird.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Is there a glass ceiling Joe can break through? Chad is pretty resolute on Joanne here. Let's hit that lucky dip and see what happens. Whee! We're running out of questions, everybody. Oh God. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Who would be more likely? Who is more likely to be a slasher in a slasher flick? So this was meant to go hand in hand with the other one. We kind of started doing this one in that other one, but they are two separate questions.
It's
Joanne.
Joe, right? She's
It's Joe by way of Crystal.
Yo, that's exactly it. Joe would be unaware that she's doing all the killing, but she's doing it.
You've kind of already started that a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, well,
Here I go killing again.
it is weird that my two most buxom characters have made it to the final. What's up
Is
with
it?
that?
Yeah, not that weird.
Is that weird? Where are you, Sir Doug? Where are you? There you are. Good night.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
A good night. A good
Good
webcomic
night.
by Love Through Poke. Go read it. Okay. So, how do we even take this?
Is the wheel still up for anyone else?
Oh fuck. Good night.
Yeah.
There we go. A great night. A great night. Excuse me. A great night. Okay, I thought. Leave me alone. Right. How do we even go about this?
I like to think even Cordy would simp for Joe.
Sure. She has in the we know she has in the past gone after mortals specifically to seek out pleasure. It doesn't always end for those mortals, but in the very first thing I did with Cordelia, she made a woman really big. So
They're in matching outfits.
they are
Well,
wearing
okay.
white t-shirts.
So I think
There's only
I think Cordelia, much like the classic film Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny, would actually bind herself to the terms of whatever contest Joe named, and would be on the same level under the right circumstances.
I don't think it's ever going to be explicitly like said GD, but like Joe is probably Catholic, like a little bit, maybe not practicing, but like she was baptized.
Sure.
there's only one way to solve this, and it's with shirts off.
Cleo, a cat that doesn't normally come down here has come down here. Who can make my mama's carbonara best? Oh, it's me. I agree. Like that makes sense, Ree. I think, especially like in the context of this contest, she'd probably be like, "Well, let's do this fair and square. I'm a demon of my word," which is surprising. But like, having gone this far, I think she would try to make it like interesting. I will say, like, what was that? What was that comment earlier? I've lost it. Oh no. What would Joe think Cordelia is? I think like Joe's been to enough clubs that like a woman in body paint is probably not the most out there thing.
Right.
God, she's not my freak. Do you any lingering thoughts? Anyone?
I think Joanne is a very lovely person, and she deserves to win.
She deserves a win in general.
Yes.
That is true.
With all that stuff Crystal makes her do, she is probably going to hell, so it is a matchup that will happen.
Well, if she doesn't know, I mean...
Yeah, St. Peter the Gate. Oh, you didn't know.
Lady, there's so many zeros at the end of this number. What are you talking about? A comic of the circumstances of the win. I love giving myself more work. Would Joe's obliviousness be able to out-oblivion Cordelia's manipulations? I mean, I do think, like, to some extent, Joe would just be like, why are you even talking to me? Go away.
Yeah.
Kitty cat. I'm gonna hit the dip.
The
Was that Rhiannon?
list of people she killed, it's like 10,000 through like Crystal, and then like 3 that she just murdered with an axe.
Yeah, no, she hit some people with her car one time. Which of these characters is most likely to get secretly excited about going through a car wash?
Oh, that was one of mine. Oh god, it's
random
Cordelia.
So, Cordy being older than time itself, do you think she's like fascinated by human technology, or do you think she's like, I've fucking seen a car wash before, I've been around the block a few times?
Well, I think it's more the shapes and the colors and the foam.
She does have Cocomelon brain, it's true. The novelty...
Joe has surely driven her car through a car wash like hundreds of times. Cordelia doesn't usually have a car, so this would be kind of a new thing.
Right, ABG in the chat saying the novelty of mundane human activity, which one of the favorite things I ever made with Cordelia was her and Drew just watching fucking Fast and Furious on a couch and commenting on the movie. And I'm like, I like to think that they do like break into the houses of the people that they like the souls they take and just fucking pretend to be them for a little bit.
Anyone would.
Anytime you see Cordy in a house, it's a house of someone she fucking stole the soul of. What was the question? The question was, who is more likely to get excited but going through a car wash?
Me.
Though actually, the question did say secretly excited, I think. Secretly excited. I think Cordy would be more out in the open about it. Whereas Joe would be like, but maybe. Look at how clean my car is.
She's exactly the right age.
Really.
Like, she probably takes like a very weak gummy or something and likes to do stuff like that. Like, she mostly has them to sleep, but sometimes she's like naughty and she'll do like a fourth of one and like watch the dryer go or some shit.
She puts on an Alan Parsons tape and just kind of vibes in there. Joe wouldn't be excited. She's dead inside. No, there are things that delight her. I just don't show them because that's not interesting.
If you ever feel like doing me a favor, you should do a comic where Joe gets like a little bit like old lady high and makes Crystal do the fucking Wizard of Oz Dark Side of the Moon thing. It's like, don't get on your phone.
Yeah,
don't get on your phone.
Turn TikTok off. What are you talking about?
I will say the idea of Joe going through the car wash and like getting a little excited about it is incredibly cute.
It is cute, and like Cordy might
Please
get
put the
out.
li-
Cordy might get out to get the technician to get in the car with her and be like, "Are you seeing this fucking shit? Check this out!" Right? She'd be overselling it, I think.
Yeah, you're right. I think.
Guys, I think it has to be her. I think I have to draw a silly little crown on her head.
Yay. I'm
Is
way
it-
too late on this, but please include the line. Don't look at your phone. You're gonna miss the Munchkin hanging himself.
Alright, watch me draw a very poor crown. I'm gonna put this on the very... No. Oh, where's Joe's lair? There we go. Oh god, what happened?
I like that this thing remained like extremely unpredictable right up to the very end when it was like, well, yeah, who else was it gonna be?
Well, I mean, I didn't want to pollute the data, but I genuinely thought Ungrid was gonna go all the way. It was a bad...
I did too.
It was a bad matchup!
Yeah. Sometimes
Look
you
at
just
that.
get bodied in round one.
Alright, hold on.
I was right for the
Export
first
that
time
real
in my
quick.
life.
Yeah.
If Leeway had gone against Ungrid, she would have had an honest defeat and not that like technicality bullshit.
Okay, so we're listening to the Soul Calibur soundtrack right now. I have Soul Calibur 6, and something I used to do was take all the downloaded characters I got, like all the custom costume characters I got, and do like tournaments that my friends and I would bet on.
That's so cool.
I kind of like if I had the fucking time, I would make all of these characters in Soul Calibur and run the bracket that way.
Do this for real.
Yeah, it would be like a
That
5-hour
would be
stream.
so fun.
It would take forever. Yeah, with a different question, I think Ungrid could have gone farther. I wish she did. Do we think we have time to do a fucking losers bracket? I don't know how. I
Sure,
don't know
why
how,
not?
I don't know how with the setup that we have here. I've also
Maybe
Just the losers from the first round,
Okay, sure.
since they didn't get much play.
Yeah. Carol Fantasy Heather Thorn. What do we think?
And that's 1, 2.
I'm out of lucky dips,
four,
by the way.
five.
I have. Let me just check here.
Weren't there were more questions on there?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 lucky dips, which actually, hey, that works out.
Hey,
I have enough for all but one. If we
We'll
want
have to decide the last one ourselves.
Yeah, okay. Fantasy Heather Thorn
Unless
and
there's
Carol.
one that's just super clear.
I guess a secret I can tell about Fantasy Heather Thorn. The direction I was given to take the character was that she is secretly also a psychopath. So in that way, her and Carol are very similar.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This one does feel like a toss-up to me.
The way it was described is like Elspeth might shrink someone and mess around with them, but if they find their way down to that girl at the end of the row of cubicles, they might get pinned to a wall like a bug.
Oh.
Is what I was told.
Huh.
Keep that to yourself. Let's hit the lucky dip and see what happens. Oh wee. Boop. Which of these characters is more likely to hang out at a roadside diner? I think that probably would be Carol.
Yeah.
I think that's just
Yeah.
like she hits the 24-hour and just like
Yeah.
after a long night out in the Carol, I see the votes coming in. It's Carol. Okay. Well,
Carol's sweep.
all right, Hawk versus Ungrid, my baby girl. What did I do to you?
Hawk versus Tua?
Hawk to the polls right now. I think
It's gotta be Ungrid because she got screwed.
I mean, like, I don't think there's even a way where. Okay, listen, we entertained the matchup of Hudson Hawk and Leeway very, very, very astutely, but like, there's no way. There's no way.
We can call this one a clean Ungry.
Yeah, get over there, baby girl. I'm saving the lucky dip. You don't even need
that
it.
question, yeah.
Yes. All right. Star versus the boss. Again, someone who does actual real killing and murdering and fighting because she's a big, strong orc lady. And, the world's biggest flopper. They're both strong. Like, I think in a contest of strength, the boss would respect Star's strength, but, like,
Yeah, they should be
Built to lose
friends.
one.
Maybe they're, yeah, you know what? Arm wrestling. Maybe they get arm wrestling.
It should be that comic where the thing like fights the Ultimate Warrior, like Space Warrior guy, and he wins him over with his spirit because he refuses to go down, even though he's definitely losing.
Refuses to go down. Not very king-like, Mr. Ben Grimm.
I do feel like the boss has a wrestling persona that she never used, just
Oh.
like tucked away.
Well, I
ready to
actually,
go.
I did like a, air quotes, modern adventurers getup for her, and I think like before Elspeth and Ungrid became the focus of this whole universe, it was supposed to be about her, and her thing was that she was a former adventurer who did not like the corporate life and wanted to get back into it, and so. Like, yeah, like, if there was a wrestling league, I think sure as hell she would probably be out there working every night. Because I think she craves the glory and she misses it. She's not getting that glory behind a desk. And, like, Star's passionate about it, too, but Star also comes from a universe that's like the Street Fighter universe where the world revolves around wrestling, basically. So, like, she's not special is the thing. The boss is, like, a freak.
She does it because it's what you do.
Yeah,
the boss
yeah.
wants it.
Yeah, like, you know,
Yeah.
it's okay KO. You either fight or you are not a character on the show. Okay, we gotta lucky dip this one. I don't know. I just don't know. Ugh. Oh, not this one. Who can chug the most chocolate milk in one sitting without throwing up? I don't know!
Probably the boss.
You said you know who's lactose intolerant.
I do.
right?
Well,
And
it's-
she's not involved in this one.
It would be objectively funnier if Star said she could do it, and then like 2 in, she got really bad
Like
sick.
in the universe, orcs are like Klingons in that they have a bunch of like redundant organs. So like the boss probably has like five stomachs. Who knows? Star is not me. That's the thing. Star is much more pathetic than I am.
Star's
You would
from
take-
Montreal.
Star's from
She would be
Montreal,
like-
and I'll never cop to that.
Like 3 sips, and she starts like choking on it, like it went down
Right,
the wrong hole.
It's awfully chunky. What are you talking about? I think it's the boss. I think the boss could slug it back and not even notice. Okay, Argent and Elspeth.
Well, we've seen how this one goes.
Yes, not great, but we don't know why Argent has a grudge against Elspeth beyond, you know, her just being generally unpleasant. So, who can say?
Because Elfpiss ate her lunch out of the refrigerator one time.
There's a precedent for this. We know what happens.
That's true. Although maybe Elspeth's prepared for it now.
Basically, every like r/coworkers from hell story is what Elspeth is. You know, they haven't fought on fair grounds, I think, is the thing. Hello, Heather. Welcome to the program. They haven't fought on fair grounds. Like, I think, given the opportunity, I think they probably could fight to a reasonable standstill, or even, you know, someone could eco to win. But like, the way that they've interacted so far has not been, I would say, fair. Or let's spin the wheel. We're running out of things.
Yeah.
Spin that wheel!
Oh no!
I'm
No,
getting
not this
motion
one.
sick.
No, this one, no!
What's this one?
Between the two, who is more likely to sing show tunes while committing a heist?
Oh. No, it's just not Elspeth's day.
I mean, I don't think it's Argent either, but it's. Well, here's the thing. Okay, I'll tell you this. Elspeth is ostensibly a performer, right? She cams. She is at
Yeah.
least in one regard entertaining people, or at least she is. You know, she has made a living, or at least a semi-career out of entertaining people. But the environments in which she does that are much different than, like, you know, being out in public and singing, or being in private in a heist and singing. But like, you know, Argent is too composed. Like, Argent wouldn't even need to do that. She could just walk in and fucking like rip the bank vault door off, right?
Point. Yeah.
I think in that way, I think it's
By
Elspeth.
Meredith could be convinced to do it. Yeah, Elspeth.
I think it's Elspeth. Good night. Good night. Argent, you live on in my heart. I'll do more with you soon. Okay. All right. Did we do this one already? Right.
It's Carol and Ungrid.
Right. Oh. Ugh. Oh god, what's happening? Oh god, what's happening? I'm getting so confused. Okay, Carol and Ungrid. Right. Ungrid is so fed up with all the giant antics, you know?
That's true.
She probably could kind of like Incredible Hulk under the right circumstances, and not
Sure.
just because she's green.
Of course not. Carol is naturally unpleasant. Ungrid is the antithesis of that. Ungrid is like so present, it's sick and disgusting. And like if the two ever came to blows, without the special magic space alien armor, Carol is just a woman, no matter how violent and, you know, unhinged she may be. But like, yeah, like I think Ungrid would at least be like, Ungrid has spatial awareness, I think, to the degree where like if she was in the same place as Carol, she'd be like, there's something wrong with that person over there. She's ate a beer bottle.
I feel like
Ungrid
Ungrid would do all. I feel like Ungrid would go all Shadows of the Colossus if she had to.
Probably. She has incredible like endurance and grip strength. Why wouldn't Carol have the armor? Well, actually, I'll tell you why. Because Carol can only use the armor to fight. This probably should have come up in the earlier round. Carol wouldn't have the armor because she's not allowed to use it unless she's fighting evil. Like explicitly, that's the rule of the armor: is you can't have the power unless you use it to fight for good.
Ungrid is the furthest thing from evil.
Exactly.
That's true.
In that way,
There should be a term for that.
Ungrid folds like laundry. Moves on. I'm not even lucky dipping that one. In fact, I don't think Carol would have gone as far as she did, frankly. What if the armor is orc racist? Well, I mean, it's a space alien armor, so she might just think she's an alien, you know? Alright, over here, where are we? Alright, it's Elspeth
The boss
versus...
Elspeth.
Well...
The boss, like I've said before, the boss is like the dog to like the Tom and Jerry of Elspeth and whoever else.
Right.
But she does come out on top.
The boss is the one... Like, the boss doesn't control Elspeth, but like... There is a degree of at least, like, maybe not mutual respect, but like... You know... I think the thing is this, like, I think Elspeth used her one shrink on the boss already. That's been over and done with. So, like, she could throw a fireball at the boss or whatever, and yeah, that would hurt, but, like, that would still get her throat ripped out. So, I think there is, like, a degree of general cautiousness, even though, you know, Elspeth has certain protections within the place. We'll get to that. It's all coming up.
Do we have enough lucky dips to give him one?
Yeah, let's do it. I think we have exactly 2 more. Oh, we have 3 more.
Perfect. Oh.
No, we have 2 more. I lied. Well, we'll make up
The
one.
boss should have a niece character that's like Scooter in the Muppet Show.
Uh-oh.
What?
Who could get the highest score in Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo?
Oh.
Do you think? I mean, I don't know that Elspeth would like do games.
I think like the
But
boss
with
is the boss is competitive, and like I think she would at least like take a challenge. She'd be like, you know, I accept your terms. Let's do this thing. I think they both would be equally bad at it, but I think maybe the boss's desire to the boss would eat the cabinet. Yeah, you know, I mean, the boss is probably playing like Bejeweled or shit on her phone. There's at least one image of her just sitting at her desk covered in blood, scrolling on her phone. So there's that. I think the boss might take this one.
But I kind of want Elspeth and Ungrid in the finals. Which is not the way to do it.
Or is it? Or is it? Unfortunately, I know what the last lucky dip is. And I know which way it's going to land.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we think? Yeah, what do we think here? Yeah, you know, honestly, that's true. Like if the boss can convince Elspeth to be on the fucking baseball team, like, there's at least some degree of genuine, you know, fear. Not fear, but like something, you know.
Right.
Okay, all right. We're here in what is ostensibly the last round of Pookie versus Horrible. I know where I'm leaning on this one. Do you guys want to just do a lucky dip and call it a day, or do you want to like, you know, what do you think here?
Well, we have one more lucky dip and one more thing, so it only feels right.
Well, this lucky
I mean, going in raw, it's Ungrid, but
was Carol a Pookie? To me, she was, but I don't think it ever really come up. Well, here's the thing. Which of these characters would be quicker to not tip if they had a bad experience at a restaurant? I don't think Elspeth. Elspeth doesn't tip no matter what. Like I don't think Elspeth tips at all. Is the thing.
But I think
Rude.
Ungrid always tips.
Right, Ungrid tips no matter what. Is the thing.
Oh no.
Right, so I knew this going in. Like this being the last one, this is not very fair to the least considerate person in the world.
Well, she would try, but then Ungrid would tip anyway.
Exactly, and like if Ungrid had a problem, she would tell the server, right? And if like the server was being rude, like she'd probably tell the manager, like, you know, not in like a confrontative way, but like, you know, I had an unpleasant experience with one of your staff, and what can we do about this? You know, she approaches it from a very like,
right.
You know, she's compassionate. She cares. She doesn't want to like ruin the server's day, but like maybe the server was, you know, maybe the server had a bad phone call earlier, and they'd take it out on her.
I don't mean to be a bitch or anything, but I was told the meat was back on the menu, and it isn't.
For a second there, I thought that was like you, and then I remembered that is a thing that's happening with orcs. I have established though that like when it comes to food, Ungrid is at least like somewhat inconsiderate up into breaking every bone in Fantasy Heatherthorn's body with a door over some donuts.
That's true.
Oh,
She
no.
did Kaniku Buster Elspeth over some fucking donuts too. Heather. So.
Oh yeah.
Heather, it wasn't your fault. I really wanted Fantasy Heatherthorn to go farther.
Ungrid also died in pools, to be fair. This is the loser bracket.
Here's the thing. So the lucky dip.
There were a lot of upsets.
The lucky dip made fools of us all. Let's put it that way. Okay, let's see. Fig says, if we assume by the phrasing of the question that they both tip and would possibly make the decision to not tip, Elspeth would be more likely to do it.
That's true.
It's true. I just think Elspeth would be like... okay, you know what? I think, honestly, Elspeth would probably be inviting, like, bad restaurant experiences by treating the staff so poorly. Whereas, like, Ungrid probably wouldn't have to, because she's, like, you know, pleasant, not causing problems. Does that qualify? I don't know. Should we just play some Peglin? I don't know.
Yeah, Peglin.
Yeah, Peglin. I think...
Well, for it to come down to Joe, Ungrid, and Elspeth as the final ones, I mean, everything all sorted out the way that we all thought it would sooner or later.
I can't believe
they got their flowers.
I do feel like Ungrid outweighs the lucky.
Yeah, like
lucky
I think based on like if we're basing this on popularity, I think Ungrid is more popular. I think people like Ungrid more. Why does my phone refuse? Oh, because Ungrid is not a name. Because we made it up. Right. Yeah. I think Ungrid outweighs. I agree. The Lucky Dips killed so many strong competitors that I'm kind of mad, and I want to figure out a better way to do this. I want the Lucky Dip. Because that was fun and random, and you know. But like, I think putting so much stock into it was kind of like, man, Crystal could have gone up a way. I bet.
Yeah, we were primed to let the random questions just throw everything off.
Right. Lucky Dip killed my grandma. Oh no.
Oh no.
I also want to say, the moment we started, I was like very self-conscious that this was a thing talking about all of the little stupid characters I created. I'm like, I felt so embarrassed and ashamed up front. I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing? This is the most egotistical thing in the world. But
This was delightful.
We made something silly and strange here today. I gotta tell you what.
We sure did.
We sure did. Lucky Dip was perfect. I like the Lucky Dip. The Lucky Dip should stay. I just think we gotta tweak it. I don't know how. I don't know when we'll ever do this again because it would probably just go exactly the same. I guarantee.
Let's meet back up in 10 years when we have 18 more characters.
Yes, that's.
I'll do it for mine.
Incredible.
I'll
Hey,
start streaming so I can do one.
honestly, Bones, you have that neighborhood is chock-a-block.
That's true. You know?
Hmm?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta get some more art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll work on it.
Gotta get my demon some art.
Why is Steam not opening? Oh God. Heather, I want you to know I'd be voting for Speed every single round. Did we find out which one won? I think it's Ungrid. I think we're giving it to Ungrid. I'm not going to update the art because we've made a mess of things already. I don't know why Steam is... Hold on, I gotta open the task manager, which means opening a fucking other window. Chatting! Oh. Hello, welcome.
Are we switching to,
I'm just gonna play some Peglin. You guys can... Hey, listen. Class is over. You're off the hook if you wanna... if you wanna dip out. I'm just gonna play some Peglin for 15 minutes.
Yay, Peglin!
Yay, Peglin! It's the peg with the
I'm
Meg. What?
going to be right back, y'all.
Okay. Cool that I had to go into the task manager and kill Steam. What?
I'm really tempted. I don't know.
Steam.
I will say, having graphics I think did help, but you don't have to have, like... You know, you can just have a name for everybody. Though I guess...
Most of them have at least a pick crew.
Oh, yes. The wonderful democratized asset that is Picrew. Genuinely, no, I'm very glad that exists. I've seen like animated Picrews and stuff, and like there's so much cool stuff out there that you can do, and I'm glad people are providing
nice
those
reference.
resources. Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't be my go-to for all of them, but in a pinch.
What is this? Are we still in this the Soul Calibur soundtrack?
Are we?
I don't know. Let's find out. We're still in Soul Calibur 2. This is the
Yay!
this is the second last in the playlist. It's called Healing Winds Reprise. All right, okay.
Wind.
Heart. Go planet.
Andy, what are you talking about? You've already drawn Ungrid. Clearly. Good night, Doc.
Clearly.
Oh yeah, I mean, pick her over Torment Nexus. At least it's art that somebody made.
Right. I think the hierarchy is like, you know, if you have the means to, then pay an artist to do it or do it yourself. But then, you know, pick crew.
Yeah, it's the middle point.
Yeah.
You make the pick crew and then you hand it to an artist and you say, please make him real.
Yeah, can you
or
do
her
this?
real or whoever.
Can
So I
you
went
do
with
this,
him.
please? Please?
Please.
Right. Andy, do you understand that this is for, like, the... somehow, the only merch of anything I've ever made that exists is a bootleg Jackbox t-shirt? We do wonderful things here, don't we? Alright, good news, folks. I got my Spinventor up to fucking Crucible 12 yesterday.
Let's go.
Which means my only guy here is the regular old Peglin. So...
Pergler.
Okay, heal... I think heal would be the best thing to start with. The punishment for Crucible 13 is you only heal 50% after every boss, which is fucking dog dick, bro. Okay. I think we're gonna go hit the chest, skip the shop to go to the shop down here, which means I'm saving fucking money.
That's
Remove
right.
Your balls.
I gotta remove my balls.
I didn't mean that way.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
Hey, you know, a lot of dolls swear by it.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, it was a
I
bad
was just
shot.
going for continuity with the last one.
Well, oh, that's an awful shot. I will say, like, it didn't take long. Oh, God, so bad. It didn't take long for me to revert back to my old habits, but using some of the strategies that Kevin Brim taught me, I did get farther in like higher levels than I ever had before. So maybe, just maybe, they're onto something a little bit.
Just maybe.
Don't know what. Spec, I have had an idea kicking around for the longest time of me as a Peglin boss having a little Peglin throw their rocks at me. And I was saving that for if you ever open commissions again. I'd be like, I'll just get Spec to do this, and he can be the one throwing the balls at me.
That sounds like what I imagine your dreams to be.
Sorry. I screwed up really bad.
Like if SpongeBob went into your dreams like that one episode, you would be a Peglin boss getting hit with rocks.
Hey, we're good. We can still hit chest and mini boss, and then get down to the shop. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
I don't have a goblin OC. That is weird. I mean, I guess it's because like I like orcs, and I have enough of those kicking around.
Sure.
I've said my thing. I've said my dark woke thing about goblins, and I got booed off the stage. So I like goblins. Sometimes.
On occasion, I'll partake here and there.
Kind of stringy, but you know.
My take was like. My take was that goblins. Okay, this has been disproved because like 99% of the art of goblins you see are just like the most outrageously proportioned short stacks in the world.
Yeah.
But my dark woke theorem was like that goblins were popular because they were a similar body type to children, which is it's not, but like. Okay, I can hear the booing. I can hear it.
I would. So Lalafell in FF14 actually bother me. There are some fantasy races that are like that.
Oh, but they're shaped like babies. It's weird.
They're weird
It's
potato
so
creatures.
fucking weird.
They're so small and childlike.
Don't like them.
Right.
Yeah. Goblins
Goblins though are different.
Goblins
seen
goblins
art of-
have done enough to differentiate them, like, you know, and maintain like adult proportions in a small body. So like I'm wrong. I just initially when like 10, 13 years ago when goblins were popular, I'm like, well, what is happening? What is this? Warcraft, what have you done?
And it's like goblins are like I think the perception of goblins is they're like trashy.
They go on Springer.
So I always exactly. So I always get like kind of like a trashy like older vibe from them.
Springer is a Warcraft goblin name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy an orb. Watch this.
Wow!
I know.
I used to be in the
Weird.
heart of the goblin roleplay
Weird.
community
Oh my
in
God.
Worm Rusted Core.
Rhiannon, you're a celebrity. What do you consider that?
Well, I appear every week on the DD Starshot stream.
It's true. When Rhiannon's on a screen, people are asking, where's Rhiannon?
Exactly. We were watching Peter Pan earlier, and I was so into it. And I was like when I was 4, I really was like whenever Captain Hook's not on screen, I'm like, where's Captain Hook? Let's hear from him.
So I realize, having now invoked WoW goblins, because I never played WoW. I've never played a Warcraft game, in fact. I don't know enough about their design to actually like invoke it in my mind. Do they
Sure.
like? Are they cool?
Yeah, no, they're
They're
cool.
alright.
Well, they're like New Yorkers. They all have like New York
Wait,
accents.
wait a minute, what?
They like hold bombs.
That's cool
Yeah.
as hell.
Yeah, well-
Wait a minute.
They're like steampunk New Yorkers,
Those guys
Yeah,
can
they
hang.
just-
All right.
and they got Doctor Doom.
Like back in the day, they were just like this. But then after a
I'm
while, they
being
started
owned, oh my
making them
God.
all New Yorkers and stuff.
I
I'm gonna
appreciate
give you
it.
a palm.
All Rocket Raccoon.
I appreciate like they go that route rather than, you know, like they like, I don't want to invoke Harry Potter, but like there's so many fucking bad ways to do a goblin. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, for
That
sure.
is true. That is true.
Well, it's World of Warcraft almost skirts close to some uncomfortable stuff because they're very greedy, but they do that Ferengi thing where it does feel more like
So-
American Reaganism, like capitalism, than anything
Right.
else.
They're
And also the
parody, yeah.
women are like, it's like, what if Marissa Tomei and My Cousin Vinny was like short?
What if Joanne was a goblin? Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm doing so fucking bad. I'm doing dog water, my God.
Oh, that would be a funny comic is if you set it up like she's Joanne as a goblin, and then she looks like the troll in Always Sunny in Philadelphia or whatever.
I'm
She's
gonna,
got like rags and like, yeah.
I'm gonna have to Google that. I'm uncultured, you see.
Goblin Joanne has hit the chat.
We were speculating about
Ooh.
what fantasy species Joanne should be when her inevitable debut into B&B happens. I believe we have come to a conclusion. I'm excited for what it'll be. I'm not going to tell anyone because I hold up. Well, no, I think it's in the chat. You can go and look because these discussions happen in the Discord. But
Right.
there's a lot of fun things she could be. I think that's actually the fun thing. Is like take your characters and view them through the spectrum, like the prism of fantasy creatures. What could your that was a bad shot. Oh my god. What could your little Blorbo be?
Tough question.
There is a gnome god in Pathfinder that is I'm doing so bad, guys. That is like a gambler. That is kind of like David Bowie-esque. It kind of reminds me of David Bowie at least. And the whole thing is like they gambled so good they got godhood. I fucking suck. Oh, guys, this has been a stream. This has been a night.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with ourselves?
Only what we can.
Only what we can. This is an aside. I really like main menus that have just like a facsimile of the game playing behind it.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun.
Even if it's really slow. Folks at home, thank you so much for tuning in. I had a wonderful night, ranking all of my most wonderful darlings together, and shattering my heart at every turn. I want to thank my wonderful panel of guests for weighing in. What is that? I've never seen that before. Holy shit. Thank you all for being here, you wonderful co-hosts.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. I like this. I think it was rough around the edges. It might need some work, but who knows? Maybe next year we can do it all again and determine who will come out on top for real. I'm going to check and see. I thank you to Astra for the raid. That was very wonderful. I'm actually going to look around and see who's streaming right now, see if I can raid someone.
It's going to be the character you invent next June, Jarzuvius.
What?
Ooh, I
the
can't
sound
wait
of that
to
one.
meet Jarzuvius.
It's going to be the Jarzuvius sweep. We're not even going to have to do the brackets because we'll already know that it's her.
Starting a raid. Gonna go raid Pixel.
Raid it. Hit the raid button.
Hit the raid button. 11
Hit
viewers.
the
raid.
raid
Raid now.
button.
All right, stream is
Oh
over.
my goodness.
Stream is kill.
Hooray.